Hi there everyone, Josiah here with Womprat Creations, and it's time for another show and tell. This week's is not going to be one of my typical show and tells. It is a shop infrastructure build that I did that I didn't film for you guys, so sorry about that. But it's not particularly exciting in the build so much as the thinking behind it and a shift in thinking of consumable storage for the shop. So what I am talking about is this right here, this particle board structure that holds a number of sorters. These sorters are from Harbor Freight. Now, if you're not familiar, Harbor Freight sells tools and some consumables, and they have a lot of stuff that's very useful, and they're fairly cheap as far as normal hardware stores. And there's a reason for that. Some of their stuff is not up to par with what some people may need from their tools. I enjoy Harbor Freight because of their low prices in a number of areas. And one of the number of those areas is their consumables and stuff like organization stuff. I picked up a bunch of these sorter bins, and these are fantastic. They're like $8 or something like that. And these things are great, and let me tell you why they're great. By the way, this is not an ad for Harbor Freight. They don't sponsor me, but I do want to let you guys know that there is some cool stuff there. And I'm going to be switching to, as far as consumables, like screws, bolts, nuts, rivets, stuff like that. I am switching to this. These sorters are pretty amazing because they have these different compartments that you can actually take out. So if I need, let's see, some quarter 20 nuts, I can take this little thing with all of my quarter 20 nuts. I can take it over to whatever surface I'm working on and just work right out of here and then come back and put it right back. The other thing that is lovely about this is you can see in the top, they have these dividers. These actually keep the these different bins that are in here in alignment and prevent it from, so once it's closed, they keep the sorters in place, and they also minimize the amount of space between the lid and the bin. So I can shake it around up and down, and this could even go completely upside down, and I don't need to worry about the bolt or nuts, whatever I have in whatever sorter. I don't need to worry about them falling out of whatever bin they're in and going into other ones. They all stay in their bins, which is fantastic. One of the biggest problems that I have with other sorters is that you have to keep it level, because if you don't, all the stuff that's in there is going to get mixed into everything else, and it's a pain. So I picked up a couple of these, and this is going to be a growing operation. I think that as far as like consumables like these, I hate having to stop halfway through a build and having to go to a hardware store to pick up whatever I need. I want to have it right here already, and I can just grab it and replace it as I need to. So my collection of consumables like this is going to keep growing, but I know these I'm not responsible for. I have no affiliation with them. I just wanted to let you know they're great. What I did is I created this cabinet for them, which is really basic in its construction, but it serves its purpose because these bins will stack on top of each other. But the problem with that is if they're all stacked on top of each other and I need wood screws and they're, 2 or 3 bins down, I have to take off everything on top of those to get to those. So what I did was I stacked these with some dividers, just some 1/2-inch plywood dividers, so that if I need wood screws, I can just reach in and pull out wood screws and not have to worry about everything on top of them. Like I said, this is not a complex build, but it simplifies my life so much. I have already grown very, very fond of this. As you can see, I left myself 2 extra spaces for more bins in the future. And if I need to, I can even go and build another one of these and put it right next to here. And I can move my Dremel organizer over. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this this show and tell. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. It's not the most pretty shop infrastructure build I've ever done, but it makes my life easy, and that's the name of the game. It's just trying to make your life easy, make your workflow, improve your workflow so that you can try to build at the same pace as you're thinking about the build, which is sometimes kind of complicated. So thank you guys for tuning in for this week's show and tell. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it. That lets you know every time that we come out with a video so that you don't miss a thing, and it really helps us out with keeping the lights on over here. Thanks, guys.
517 to scanner control. 517 to scanner control. 316, report to control. 53 to upper bay door. 53 to upper bay door.